Okay, so this is also heavy on my heart in the moment, and I wanted to share about it last night and do a community post, but I'm glad I waited because now I can talk about it on the camera. If you caught the last live, y'all know that I said I had a dream where basically it was, insinuating that husbands were under extreme Jezebel attack. So really, I just heard distress when I was talking. It feels like prison. I know I made videos and I was going through that some months ago, and it's difficult. It's hard, but I also have to be honest and say it ain't been the same since all of that. Like, I made all those videos. Jezebel's going over the balcony. She gotta die. She gotta go. All those things. And so, one, please make sure you're praying for your spouse and really everybody in your life who you know is having to be stood up to fight her, right? I feel like I had already went through it as far as relationships, and then I had to go through with my family last, and it broke my heart, right? Like, I really want to leave all that in the past, but I also know that God used me so that I could help other people going through it. So what I had originally titled this was "Let Me Help You Out," right? But then when I was coming home, where did Jezebel go? Because I don't want anybody to think like she's still not showing herself, that she's still not trying to manifest through loved ones, situations, whatever. She will try to manifest through you, through your spouse. She didn't go anywhere. The difference now is she has no more authority. And I had a dream the other night where this snake was so aggressive and his eagles flying outside. These eagles have been in the neighborhood for like a week. I don't know what's going on. The snake was so aggressive, and I was calling for my dad, and even with him putting like snake poison and stuff on it, it was still so aggressive. And he's reminding me like, y'all, Jezebel manifests different ways. I did a video some time ago, and it was 4 different things. It was witchcraft, sex, and seduction. I want to say jealousy and something else. I can't remember, but remember, she manifests different ways. But anyways, in the dream, even when my dad putting the poison on a snake, it was still like coming at me. And my daddy was holding the snake. So even though it was doing the absolute most and trying to get at me, my daddy looked at me and he was like, go, like, move forward in the dream. Like, the snake is not about to stop you from where you're going. Like, he literally looked at me in a dream and was like, go. And he kept the snake from getting to me. Okay. And this is important because while I'm talking, I remember hearing different prophetic words and stuff. And it was like, the devil can't get you. You kidding me? Because he's still at me. Right. And so that's why I had titled this, Let Me Help You. Because you have to get to the place to where Jezebel don't have no more authority. I was praying routinely like, Lord, please raise up the spirit of Jehu in me. Raise it up in my husband. Raise it up in my children. Let them come out the womb with the spirit of Jehu ready to take us down. Don't let them get intimidated, bully, all of that, right? And it has just taken me time. And even though I'm saying, like, y'all know some months ago, I was really going through it. That was a breaking point for me. And, like, you know what we not gonna do? Like, that's what it was. It broke my heart. But, okay. So, Jezebel has no more authority in your life. And that dream illustrates that so good. Like, it was trying its hardest and it could not get to me. And my dad was like, literally, go. Like, go. Keep stepping. And so, I really just want to leave y'all with a couple of tips that I wrote down, what I feel like is making a difference outside of what I just said. Like, praying, like, hey, God, help me overthrow her in my life, right? One, I put keys and secrets. One, you got to know what it is and what it ain't. Since that time, the end of 2022, had a lot of moments where it was like, who are you talking to? Let me help you out. Let me help set you straight, okay? And even in that, having to realize, because I told you I regretted that, like, no, I feel like I could have said that differently. I still got to operate with grace and maturity, unconditional love, and respect, even if in that moment I feel like I'm not receiving it. But there's a way to make sure people know they can't play with you. Okay, so going through that, but you got to know what it is and what it ain't, because what we will do if we don't is internalize it and take it personal, which is the second one. Don't take it personal. It really is a them problem. I wrote it on sticky note. Look at this. What do I look like absorbing somebody else's projection of insecurity, lack, okay? Lack of self-esteem, lack of confidence, lack of belief in themselves, lack of sense of purpose, whatever the lack is. What do I look like absorbing their projection of that and miserableness, okay? What do I look like taking that on myself, stopping what I'm doing and not shining because they feel away? You can't take it personal. And if you don't know what it is and what it ain't, you're going to take it personal, okay? The third one being humility and grace, which I already hit on, because even in those moments where it's like, I know you're not talking to me, right? Like, still being able to show humility and grace. And let's be real, Jesus, that's how he defeated everything. He is the walking epitome of grace and humility and sacrifice, because in those moments you gotta like die to that. You gotta die to want to get back. You have to in every moment, okay? And then 4, boundaries, and keep folks out of your business, which was one of the hardest things for me. Family, work, whatever. Boundaries. And even now I still be feeling like a bad person, or I'm being mean when I establish a boundary, or when I lock in a boundary, like I'm not playing, right? Boundaries, and keep folks out of your business. That'll help them respect you, because folks begin just a little too comfortable. And so this part was kind of funny. I summed that all up as Godfidence, but we had something happen. And I remember when I was worked up, because I told y'all I had to pay attention to everything that comes out of my mouth. I got worked up, and I was like, you can either deal with me or you can deal with my daddy. That's what came out of my mouth. And I meant my earthly father. Like, you can deal with me or you can deal with him. And I ended up not even having to say nothing, and my daddy handled it, right? Which still is going to go back to point number 3, humility and grace, because we're all working on that. And I keep telling them that, and they be laughing at me. My daddy was like, say what you said again. I was like, at first, I let people walk all over me, treat me any kind of way. And then I went to step 2, and it was like I was just popping off at the mouth. I don't care. And now I'm at step 3, where it's like, hey, say that lovingly. Show some humility, even if you do feel right for trying to check somebody for how they tried you, sis, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Now I'm on step 3. It's a process. Like, I used to just be so hurt and upset, and why would you talk to me like that? And then it got to you got the right one today, right? And now it's like ooh, okay, how do I say this, right? And so in that moment, it really was like, you can deal with me or you can deal with my daddy. But then afterwards, I realized in all situations, let them deal with your daddy, your heavenly father. You duck and you let God handle it, because he swing and hit harder than you anyways. He know how to hit somebody with love and grace and humility. Us in our human nature, that's hard, because I'm swinging the hit, period. And God knows how to deal with his children. So you duck and you let God handle it. So where did Jezebel go? Now, we know they threw her off the balcony. The dogs ate her. We know her spirit's still going crazy or whatever. And I just don't want y'all to think that Jezebel not still showing herself. Like, the spirit don't still be trying to pop up. But she ain't got no authority. Not over my marriage. Not over my man. Right? Not over my life. Not in the workplace. Not at church. Not in me. Not in my family. Sis ain't got no authority. And you have to build yourself up in that knowledge, in that wisdom, in that power over her, so that she don't have power over you. Because we throwing her off the balcony and out the territory for the rest of our days, and making sure our babies know that. Like, you can look at other people and think like, oh, they don't know what it's like. They already had those other things together, so they didn't. Jezebel knows she can't try you when you got the boundaries and stuff in place, when you know who you are, because it don't work. People still talking to me crazy. People still saying slick stuff to me. I'm just not taking it personal. That's a you problem. And you not finna steal my joy or have me acting out of character. Or you have authority in my life. Absolutely not. We're not doing that anymore. Okay? So I pray that everybody gets to that point and we stay in that place. Okay? Because y'all didn't see me again. We pushing 700 videos. Okay, y'all didn't see me get on here cry. I'm getting bullied. I'm getting intimidated, when really I should have just handled a lot of situations with grace, maturity, and unconditional love. Okay, and then let God really handle it. All right. So, but a prophet is gonna have to see Jezebel. You gonna have to learn how to defeat her. Okay, like it is what it is. Jezebel don't attack other Jezebels. She attack true prophets of God. All right. That just means you carry the truth. You tell the truth. God's truth. The truth. Jesus. Okay. So again, I told y'all I watched the therapy videos and stuff, and everything she be saying, like what attracts a narcissist, being Christ-like. Okay. And it just don't work no more. You not finna play me, and you not finna twist my reality. Nope, been there, done that. That's over with. And I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna be stressed out. You're not finna be triggering me, opening up all my wounds. Nope, not happening. All right. So see y'all in the next uploads.